Welcome into Youth Academy coaches. This is just a brief overview of the play, practice, play training session individual plans for our Youth Academy players. So I'm just continuing the conversation from our fall 2017 plans, but also with this new approach. So if you or your coaches didn't get a chance to watch it, check out the notes below in the comments and you'll get a chance to see a link to that. As well as I'd encourage all coaches and parents, two of the major key stakeholders with our Youth Academy players, to enroll in the introduction to grassroots coaching. It's a free 20-minute module in the Digital Coaches Center, and that's relevant because it's a new approach within the coaching education pathway, a new approach to develop players, and it's imperative that all of our coaches understand the rationale as to why we're doing this, but more importantly, the parents understand the objectives of this plan and approach. So here we go. All right, so when we look at our play one phase here with our U10 age group, we're going from back to front, so we're going to focus on building up in the defensive third, going from goal forward, possession to pass or dribble. So it's imperative that we have a goal to help us orient our decisions, because if we lose the ball, we make a mistake, well then the other team's going to counter and go to goal as quickly as possible. So small games, small-sided games getting started is the best way to do that. The key words we're going to use are opening and support. And so we want to think about how we can find openings to play forward and score. And then we can include the word support for how our players without the ball or around the ball can help the players with the ball. When we look at our practice phase, always want to use and base everything off the core activity. The entire core activity or core practice period is 30 minutes. You can jump to the less challenging or more challenging, but it's still a 30-minute time block. These games are designed for 4 minutes with a 1-minute active rest, so I would recommend implementing the core activity first and then deciding if you want to go less challenging or more challenging. Really simple. We're going to go back to front from defensive third into the middle third. So we've got a 5v5 here. We've got a build out line, and the ball starts from the goalkeeper on a goal kick, or it can be interjected from the coach, and then we just play regular for our triangles to get into the end zone. If Reds win the ball, they go to goal. If we think that is too challenging for them, then we can move to a 4v4 here, where we have a small goal in and around the penalty area or the penalty stripe. We still have a build-out line for context and reference, and we have an end zone for blue to enter. If red recovers the ball, we knock it into goal. We think a more challenging activity is more appropriate. We just expand the field and the players. So we've just gone 6v6, and it's the same game. It's the same triggers to start. The coach can either interject the ball or we can start from a goal kick. And throughout the time, we want to rotate which group we're working with in terms of who's going to be working from the back third forward. But you can base that on the numbers and space that you have as well as staff. We want to think about openings, getting forward, spreading out, how, when, and where do we pass, when do we dribble, where and when can we enter the attacking half, and who can move if we don't have the ball. And the last part is the play two. So we're going to go full field if possible, or the maximum space available. We're going to go 77, laws of the game, 30 minutes with 2 half times, team talk, and a closing. Again, thinking about openings. How do we know if there's an opening? When, where, and how can we pass forward or dribble? Thinking about infusing words such as opening, forward, and spread out for our players in this portion of the activity. Hopefully that helps. Thanks. Bye.